Hello, this is Julian Maximiliano Rodriguez. Well, I had to re-record again to start over again from all this for the recording of the voice record. Well, it is due to mixed feelings again when it comes to the latest things how I think about. There has been somewhat of decline when I talked previously on part 1 and 2, the hardest state of understanding from online. In this currently into the scenes for what is happening, I'm going through with understanding and hard time understood from communication onto things related for online. Things are not like how the way it used to be for the online community. And it's not doing better justice, to be honest with that. To be precisely honest. But now at the end of the year, it's coming to a close like usual. But things are not like it used to be as before, like the last year. And ever since the one, how things are not what it used to be. And it's not gonna remain the same how online would do. And that's the same for others who won't get their ways like gain from that, to be frankly honest with that. Let me tell myself the truth about that. Well, online has been not really easy to understand. Not really easy to understand. But firstly, as trying to maintain myself of controlling my emotion and thought and thinking about negatively through depression from everything. And I have had of thinking lately about negative thoughts, and I had to take it easy with that. Things have been a little bit of mix, but now things are taking it easy right now onto things right now. Well, right now that things are popping up onto my other social media, and that goes for my Discord server group. It has been so terrible over the summer and half of spring ever since May what happened. It's been so terrible. Which I don't want to talk about someone else's, when now it is a dead topic right now already about that, which is a blame to that, when it is my fault behalf because of that, of not paying the art commit. But now I'm doing self-improvements and have to do better the real way, to do paid art commission to other artists because of the action I have done, or not paying them because of crappy move. Currently I am doing so much to that, and I'm still focusing. But online is going so much of decline, and everyone, well, and I have seen YouTube videos about everyone is quitting social media right now because of their mental health, everything, the abuse, misinformation, all that include, especially targeting, going after people. That's the sad part about it, and that is not fun. And I have been through something like that before, and it's sickening, and it's sickening and tired of that one. And it's old. Ever since 2008 that did so, and 2015 that did so. Let me tell myself the truth about it. Well, then it has been poor decline about that. Lately, that social media is taking on the current for safety is because of the state in Ohio, and things like that are to take consistent with that, and take consistently on that due. And because of that due, because of making scenes a lot more safer for online, and also held it accountable onto those social media companies where there's another site that is going on with. Discord app will go next to the other site, so as the one of these site called Roblox something. When now that company website Roblox is going downhill because of masquerade, and I will not talk about controversy. Their days are not coming onto online, but to put a half aside for right now as not the moment. To this, honestly, this 20th anniversary is nothing special. And because of this current activity I'm doing, I want to be honest on this, to be with full honesty with this 20th anniversary. There's nothing special about my 20th anniversary. Not the same as it used to be, not anymore about this. Just not anymore. It started to be like D100, Disney 100th anniversary. And it started to be the same scene as it is. Well, I used to be known by John name, but it's a whole different story from years ago and before that, until I changed from John name to now as Grey Julie, now changing to Awesomely Julian. Was I still carry those names? Well, as things are not what it used to be, as for online community, still more decline is still going downhill to the drain. For the tiresome abandoned, blocking, leaving people behind, and it's not gonna do much justice for others when they get tired of it, and they'll be doing the same with other people, and the others the same. It's not that easy to understood about this. I don't think my folks who I once known would not last long onto online with this. But this 20th anniversary will come to a very end once I have to do few videos update that I need to get the show in the road before I continue to go onward with other scenes. Since well, it's too bad I couldn't take a full break like I have done so going to the Gamecom, which what happened in June, going to Pennsylvania on the Gamecom. When I was at Pennsylvania, which I was supposed to be going out of town to Ocean City, which my family canceled the summer trip because of reason. Uncle is retired there already and he's been stayed. And my cousin, who is the youngest on his teenage year, he's still going to secondary school. He's going to secondary school. To currently, he could not afford to go out of town because he'd be tired and he has to go to school and be used to it. And that's the sad part. Well, it is a little bit of something and disappointed, and that was the only thing, and I had to stay behind and be used to it. Because of depression has been a little bit mixed, and I try to fight on this, but depression is control of the mind and thought through negativity. And now I am hard on one folks of mine, a friend of mine, currently from 2020, and a little bit with there, and this is not really easy to understand onto online, to tell you the truth. Through communication, boundary, and wishes, and talk availability, and so on and so forth. Online is not easy to understand about this. Well, there has been already been blame, and I already have told my folks and friends about this. Well, I'm sorry, my friends and folks, that things got the best of me. But now the only thing that I had to get better on myself is to have myself do it and control myself to do it. Don't tell others to do it for them by suggestion and by force. It's more different than changing someone else to make them a better person. To change. And I have done that to my real life friends and folks that did that. He's the only one that would do so. That's the other different scenario about that. Well, my real life high school friend, who is still my friend over 10 years, or no, I think he's now like 17 years, 16 years. Yeah, it's been more than those years as of 17 years. So it has been lasted of a good bond of friendship like that one, you know. Well, on secondary thought, well, things are not like how it used to be for online. As my 20th anniversary is about to come to a close on December 2025, no new video will be uploaded or anything like that. No new video will be uploaded or anything like that will yet to come, which is hard luck with this one, just to be frankly honest with this. With this, for a hard luck with this. As the year is supposed to end, this was some I at least faithfully better how 2015 could have been a good year, but this year ain't too bad for that one. Ain't too bad for most on real life. But until the contrary with online, a little bit worse than 15 years ago and 18 years ago, ever since that has been included, like this being that. Well, it ain't something with that do with this everyday decline onto online. Now that this is the bad shot that I don't really comprehend onto online because of what's going on for that my felt and emotion attempted actions that is not comprehensible for understanding. One thing to remain that would be a little bit better is that I wish that the folks, the friends I once known, and someone else would have been here right now and understood how I feel, but they're not going to do it and show up like that unless time says so. So I would not be counting on that. With this hidden mix, well, putting on the hidden side for right now, the good news that I have stated, well, I at least have said, or I can't remember if I did say so, that things are straightening up right now. Things are popping up right now, just currently right now, because of the follow in my social media site, the one I have, and the join up on my Discord server group, which it is a good thing, by the way, a very good thing, by the way, that things are popping up. To be honest, it has been a stupid mess for what it's been these causes. Well, there is a much to be explained it about this stupid blame, but it is just whatever. Now that online is going downhill because a lot of people are quitting social media, millions of them. That won't be just one or two people. That will be people who I once known, who I known for ages or a long time, but yeah. I don't really wish for that. But if they did some bad things on me, I will wish for that if they did bad things on me completely though. If that ever appeared with that when something they are negative towards me and really nasty, I would have the right to say that. But things are not doing so gratefully better onto social media right now into this day of age, for what I hear. And I don't see my folks who I once known, and even the one beloved one from 2017 would not last long onto online, but who knows and who would guess, and I refuse to know about it. I'm not really comprehending any more of understanding about they'll see my video creation work, artwork, posted and thought and things like that. Now things have been taken a little bit more seriously and serious and intensive right now because of the fourth wall has been broken. The fourth wall has been broken. I really don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say about the late and the late scenes, the current late. And I have been considered it as pessimistic, which is not a good sign, by the way. I will have to think to the past, a lot of the past that has happened. Now I had to maintain my emotion and thought and controlling my mind and things like that over the attempted action. What I have to do is because of this is that I had to take it easy onto things with this upon myself from my depression that is taking control, that is completely taking control of depression. I wish I know what I would have to say about. Anyhow, when the videos will be done from those throwback in October and half December, video intro for this will not be the same. And I'm gonna be doing for a remake video was I'm going to do paid work commission to someone else's who do voice acting and CGI animation, some folks of mine. The video will be updated except half of it that will be the last one of doing this, which is the one of the ending credit. Well, I'm sorry that things have got the best to me because of the attempted action and the fourth wall has broken down completely. So what next on the next part, now that I'm going to have a good following and now that things are coming back a little bit more, coming back to the way it used to be, but not anymore remain like this, like the same as last year. Now that things now that things are not what it used to be for me, but others, I will now count with others for them for their wishes and wants. Let me tell you the truth. So yeah, well, it is what it is. And I know I have been a little bit hard-headed of not complying very much on this. Not complying very much on this due to a decline and not easy to understand being a hard-headed and things like that. But the good thing that I have gotten a following, and it would take the patience of understood onto things right now on this, of taking the passion and the effort. I am slowly getting back into creation work a little bit more, but with the re-upload of the old video of the past, as things are coming back and things are popping up for my Discord server group to join up and the follow to follow. Now I have like 200 followers, something, and watchers on DA and Twitter. I'm not gonna be like big famous like that. I don't think so. Not really, of course. Not really, of course. Well, the good thing about that is why I mentioned that things are popping up. But I think it's over than well, it's not really over than done or far than over, to be honest. Things could have been like 2018 to 2019, how things should have been like that. And now things are making it up just already into standard. Well, for right now, I'm going to see what to do for rebranding or things like that. There has been confirmed that I'm gonna be making a third account on social media where I will tend it to not interact to people whatsoever at all, to mimic my other beloved from 2017 like she did on Twitter X, which I am going to do precisely on doing that, because it's time of a new age that I have grown out of online, and things are not easier to understand, not anymore with this. Well, not anymore for the understanding and everything like that, and it's not easy. Well, it's almost like the very end, and this hasn't been special to me for my anniversary, but hardly is the only good thing was just only the art commission that I received gifts, but instead that have been hidden mix down mixtures. I have been receiving a lot of support, more love, more Archimist gift that I've been receiving right now, that I have gotten so far. And it's just enough with that. The people who are great appreciated, and that's all it takes in consideration. Well, I had to get going now. Julian Rodriguez gotta go. Until then, on November and December, last two video of the year for now. Till then, bye.